Happy Easter. It is Easter Sunday and I am looking at trucks because I don't want to deal with salesmen. So this is the easiest way for me to do it. So I'm looking at trucks. I know salesmen are just doing their job and they have a job to do, but I don't really like being badgered. So, and I think they're used to I'm not saying people who aren't in the line of work that I'm in don't know, but I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on equipment and I don't need a salesman to try to convince me to spend money. I'm fully aware of what I want to get, and when I'm ready I'll let them know. But anyways, and there's some really good salesmen. So this is our local Chevy dealership, and my truck is a 2014. It's still in good shape. It's just I put way too many miles on. It's got 180 something thousand on it, and we don't always work that close to home, so we get on some jobs that are 100 miles one way or 80 miles, and you're traveling it every day. That racks the miles. But anyways, so I'm thinking about buying a new pickup, and I'd really like to get the 2018 Duramax. I've had a couple Duramaxes before that. There's nothing wrong with that gas job, but like my service trailer and stuff, that thing is pretty heavy, and it's just not the same. These Duramaxes just have so much power. So this is the LP5, and this is actually made by GM now. This is an in-house truck that they make themselves. I mean, not the truck, the Duramax. It used to be made by Isuzu. So they're doing it, and they redesigned it, I guess, and made some improvements. And this is basically, right here is it's kind of a base model Duramax with a convenience package. So it's not like plain Jane, but it also doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but it's still pricey. As you can see, $57,000. It's crazy. So whenever I end up buying a new truck, I don't know. I mean, the thing of it is I could get a gas job like my truck and have all the bells and whistles for the same price. So I don't really know whether it's worth it or not. I mean, I've owned both, and I think it's kind of the analogy, do you need it or do you want it? And I think it's more you want it, unless you do a lot of towing. And I mean, I don't haul the service trailer all the time, so I mean, it would be nice for plowing too, but I just don't know that it is more maintenance. But it's like $10,000 more for this truck with the Allison transmission and the Duramax. But my brother-in-law basically bought this same truck, different color, and they had I mean, it's all about the rebates. So sometimes you may had no intentions of buying a truck like this Duramax, and but when you have $10,000 in rebates, it's like, okay, well, I guess I'll buy it. So I just don't know whether I owe a little too much on that. But whereas I'm going to own my forwarder this year, I'm probably going to wait through the summer to do anything, but unless I find a really good deal. But if I need to buy something for taxes, it'll be easy. Rather than buy a piece of equipment, I buy a truck. Neat thing about these new Duramaxes is they actually have a functional hood scoop. It actually is there for a purpose, which most vehicles that have these, it doesn't do anything. So I'm gonna look at a few more trucks here. I'll be right back. They have a lot of half tons. Obviously that's probably more seller, but I think this is kind of the same color truck but a gas job, and you know, it's much more fancy than that other one. I think one of the things I've learned too is that The next truck I have, I'd like to have leather seats, just easier to keep clean. I have the backup camera on mine, and that actually is really nice. The only thing is they got these double cabs, so it looks like a full crew cab, but it's not. It's a little bit shorter, and I really kind of like the crew cab, the full crew cab, mainly because I got my big old fat chocolate lab, and he rides in the back. But more than likely, sadly, the next truck I buy he probably won't ride in it for the full life of it, just because he's getting a little older. But I like this color, and I like the style. I would want the full crew cab, and this thing's pretty much fully loaded, and the MSRP is $5,000 less than that other Duramax. So I don't know. I really kind of hate buying pickups, but it's necessary. You see how dirty mine is. We'll say hi to Diesel. He's got the back of this truck all shit. Hi, Diesel. Say hi to everybody. You good boy? Yeah. Diesel's 10. And obviously, I gave up on keeping this truck clean a while ago. Especially with him riding in the back. It's really hard to keep it clean. Maybe someday I'll have a garage, it'd be a little easier, but I kept this fairly clean for the first year or two, and then just gave up, especially with Diesel back there. It just makes one hell of a mess. So, but he's my old boy. He's allowed to do whatever he wants because he's old, and he's my number one. So Diesel rode with me in the Harvester for the first 4 or 5 years of his life, so he 24/7. He's been with me since he was 8 weeks old, and so we're best buds. But that truck right there on the other side of that plow is another one. I think that's about the exact same thing my brother-in-law bought. It doesn't have steel rims, it has aluminum, but they're not the most fancy ones. It's a nice truck. I forgot I rode in it. We went up to my brother's 40th birthday party, and I rode with him, and I forgot how much more power those Duramaxes have. It's like, holy cow. When you get on it, you can feel it, and for a full-size pickup to roll like that is pretty crazy. I think they're 465 horse and 900 something foot-pounds of torque stock. So, and they get a little better fuel mileage. Like I said, this truck's been a good truck. The only problem I've had with this truck, besides brakes, is a fuel pump and 183,488 miles. So, and it hasn't had the easiest life ever. So, and I know there's Ford and Dodge people and Toyota, and I know Toyotas are good pickups, but they just don't make a full-size work pickup that I would want. And I'm sure Ford and Dodges are just fine. It's just, this is what I haven't owned anything else other than GM, so it's just purely preference. But I would really like to have a Duramax. I don't know, and I may just wait. You know, I'll own my forwarder. That frees up quite a bit of money, so I may just pay a bunch of extra money on this and get this paid off, and then buy what I want, or wait. But we'll see. So anyways, I thought I'd bring you guys along, and have a good Easter. Like, subscribe, comment. We'll catch you later.